Gentlemen, welcome back to our channel. My name is Striker.
My name is Luba.
And we make videos about dating in Ukraine and how you can be successful in finding, courting, and hopefully marrying a Ukrainian woman. And we try and take you away from a lot of the scamming and a lot of the bullshit that's out there, and we pull you in the right direction.
So if it is something that you're interested in, please subscribe to the channel. And let's start with our topic today.
Okay, well, what is it?
Our topic today is manicure master versus doctor.
Okay, so this is a good topic actually, because a lot of guys, when they come over here and they're looking through profiles and trying to decide what qualities that they would like to have in their new future wife, soon to be girlfriend, future wife. And quite often it comes into the decision making, whether she's a doctor or a manicure master, which is a strange thing. We don't use manicure master in the West.
You don't?
No, we use manicurist, I think. But basically it's a highly educated job or a not so educated job. So what do you think they should do? Is it a good way to search for a lady?
First of all, I want to mention that unfortunately in Ukraine right now, and I really hope that it will change, honestly, like it's my dream for the next 20 years, that people who have a high education, they will have their job according to their profession. So for example, I have a bachelor and master degree in economics, and I've been working for a little bit in a bank that really not pay any kind of like surviving money. I was working as an economist in a government structure that also didn't bring me either joy or money. So it was really not very good. And I didn't turn into a manicure master, but a lot of girls who I know who actually have education in like economist or banking system or management, marketing, they actually end up making manicure. And no matter how funny is that or not funny, in Ukraine, this is more paid job than the other ones. If she works as a manicure master, she can make like she make cash. She can decide when she wants to work and when she doesn't. She can work at home. So to be honest, it's not that bad. And a lot of girls, they do have this education. This is first. And second is that you never know if she really like you need to ask the lady what is her education. There possibly she may have no education, of course, or she can have some college degree. But according to the moving, I think it's much better position than the lady who is an engineer or a doctor or some high standard teacher or something like that.
I've said this sort of like right from the very start, and a lot of guys don't really think this far down the track, and they think maybe because if they're sort of in a particular field, maybe they're a doctor, they want to have a lady who's a doctor as well, and that's all very good and well. I mean, in that case here it's probably not so bad because it's sort of a common interest that you have. But if there's a guy, just regular old Joe, and he's thinking, well, I'm going to go date a doctor, when the doctor moves to your country, she's no longer a doctor. In fact, she's nothing, and that's the sad part about it. I dated a doctor for a while, and I said to her, like, what if you were to move to, say, a country like New Zealand and you no longer could be a doctor? And she was actually a surgeon, so like 8 or 9 years or whatever of study. She says, there's like some course you can do and then you become a doctor again. Like, that's incorrect. Some countries, I believe you can, like I think Dubai, they can go to Dubai and they can do like a year or two and they can carry their degree over. But most places, a degree is not worth the paper that it's written on. So I always said from the start, like, it would be best to like date a hairdresser, a makeup artist or manicure master, because when she goes to your country, she can work if she wants to. Of course, it's going to be a bit sort of under the table, but at least she can get out and do something.
And she can do it straight away. And I have one example that is like when I was working for one of the agencies, the lady in her profile, they put that she's a lawyer. And it was not a full life because she actually graduated some couple of courses in college. So she never worked as a lawyer, so she was not a lawyer. But the guy, and I know when I was doing this letter writing, I'm sorry, but I've seen that the guys more likely they will write to the doctor, as Striker mentioned, like to the lawyers, to the some high maintenance profession, like some they think that the ladies maybe got more money, but to be honestly, manicure master making more money than the teacher in Ukraine.
Yeah.
So and she changed it, and so the guy will really correspond with her only according to like that she's a lawyer. And when she found out about this correspondence and that the guy is coming, she was shocked because she was just working in a shop and she was selling leather bags. And she was making money, she was a smart girl, she was reading a lot of books, but yes, she was not a lawyer and she was not like wearing suits every day and go to the court. So when the guy came, like, she was terrifying because she really needed to meet him, and she feels feeling ashamed. She's feeling ashamed to tell him that actually just the agency made her write that to increase her chances of meeting a guy. She explained it to him. It was all right, but at the same time, like, don't judge by that, and know that the lady who has a good profession, it would be tough to her, even if she fall in love, and even if she really like loves you. It's 1 of 10 chances that she will find the right job for herself, because they have one couple, they live in Florida. She went to become a nurse over there. It was really very difficult, like even for US people, like to become a nurse, it's not that difficult, but because of the language and everything. And so she ended up working in Macy's. And it's fine. It's completely fine. She's making money. She's with people. So maybe sometimes you need to do something more simple, but just enjoyable, and that will keep your lady busy and will make her create new friends and make you happy. So when you're looking at these professions, don't really judge a lot, and don't think that only doctors are smart in Ukraine and the manicure masters are dummies. Sometimes,
It's almost like... because there's no like student loans. Like in United States, you can get a $300,000 loan and become a doctor or whatever it costs. They don't have that here. So, and they know that at the end of their qualification and they do their internship, they're making less money than a woman that probably does, nails and stuff like that. So they understand that could be the case. So they pursue that qualification or that career mainly out of passion. They have to work, other jobs to pay for it. So it's out of passion. So you have to be aware that when you meet her, and let's say she's 32, she's been a doctor for 6 years or whatever, she has to give up that thing that was her passion, and that's that can be kind of hard, I suppose. I mean, obviously some women may want to do it. I mean, the lady that I dated, she said that she was willing to give it up for a family, but it's just something to take note of, and it's really just something that guys don't think about.
Yeah, it's nothing. Of course, like if you met a lady and you like her, and you need to discuss it with her. And it will not say that don't date ladies who are like having a good profession, but don't just focus on that, because I know that a lot of guys, where they've been looking at the profiles when I was working for different agencies, they were just constantly looking either for engineers or doctors or teachers, and it's just like don't really like, it doesn't matter, because for example, my manicure master, she's 24, so she go to university, she starts studying, but then she need to, as Trek mentioned, we don't have any loans. She need to pay for her education. She doesn't want to ask her parents for this money, so she went to work. Like she studied a couple of months to become a manicure master, and she started doing it really well. She's very creative. She can draw and etc. on the nails. And after a couple of years, she decided that she liked it very much, and she go to, I don't know how you call it when you not go to school every day. It's like not a remote, but when you study like 1 month in the evening, or like you have a
like part-time?
Like part-time or like remotely, however you want to call it. And she graduated university remotely. Like she got the same diploma. Nobody will see, like it doesn't say in Ukraine, is it like daily or this remote education. But she would never, like, she was not really studying it then, because she was making more money and she enjoyed herself doing the manicure. And but at the same time, she's listening different books. She's trying to make herself better. She's like doing her Instagram when she try to try different marketing and try to find more clients. So she's creative, and everybody's talented. Just you need to find this.
The thing that I think is appealing to most guys, to myself as well, is that if you are dating a woman who has a high level of education, it shows that she has drive and she has passion in life. The downside, I guess, to a lady that sort of hasn't achieved anything, if it's not an economic reason, if it's because she's just kind of lazy and just kind of doesn't have this passion, or there's something burning inside her, and it can be anything. She could want to make something out of flowers.
But in Ukraine, I think it's like these ladies who again, like we just stuck to the manicure, but it can be anything. The lady who is selling something, but they even have more drive right now. They want to, because there's like hundreds and hundreds of girls who is doing manicure, so they want to make a like better Instagram, try to draw something nicer. So they are ambitious to be better and make have more clients and increase their prices. So
in fact, most, from what I see, most women in Ukraine are not lazy unless they are one of these like pro daters who quit their job just to sort of go to restaurants. They're the ones that sort of are like that. But in general, like all the women that I've met, like they work hard, they're trying to improve themselves. They look at their career, and people say it's because, they need to look after themselves in some sense. But when you compare that to my experiences in the West and what I see in the West, the women in the West are far more lazier. They're far more likely to sort of sit back and take some sort of benefit or something like that. Whereas in Ukraine, they don't have the luxury of getting handouts. There is no you know, what do you call it? We call it dole, but whatever it is, income support, that sort of thing if you're unemployed. So they have to go out and work. There's no easy streak. So I think that's something to think about as well.
Yeah, so the bottom line of this video, don't judge her by her profession, and there's no really way like what is better, doctors or manicure master, but think about that, what can be more practical and what can make both of you more happy when she moved to your country.
Yeah, a woman with common sense, because you can always start a business with her, an online business or something. It's so easy to start businesses these days. And so as long as she's got some sort of passion, if her passion is flowers, well, surely you can help her set up like a online flower shop or something like that. As long as she's got that drive. If she just wants to sit on her ass all day and do nothing.
Yeah, it's more about, you know, to be honest, it's not more about profession or her education. It's more
drive.
about her drive
and
her and her ambitious to do something. And if you are the one who will help her to, you know, in Ukraine, she might be limited with her opportunities, but like in US or like in your country, you can try to like burn her and like a little bit help her out. And, you know, who knows, maybe you're going to have business together with her, or she will improve your business. That I also have a lot of examples of. So guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. We see you next time.
We'll see you next time.